What is going on, guys? It is Ethan J coming back at you guys live from this video. Hope everything is good for you guys on the other side of the world. Hey, it's Ethan J, and I hope you guys are good. Listen right now, guys, it is late. It's about 11:10 at night. I just came back. It's a Sunday tonight. To be honest with you guys, this video is actually so powerful to make because the person that's making this video, I actually resonate really well with right now. So let me get right into it. So recently, my diet has not been the best. I've been a little sloppy when it comes to my training. I just came back from a 2-day workshop. I haven't been in the gym in the past 2 days, which is pretty, I'm pretty consistent. So the fact that I haven't been back in the gym in the past 2 days has been crazy. I've put on a good amount of weight. I put on a plus, from what my scale is saying, 8 pounds, guys. And I'm gonna tell you guys exactly where this weight is coming from, why this might correlate to your journey, and for anybody that is struggling with working out, getting into the gym, finding a way to get back into your routine, finding a routine to get into the first place, I'm gonna help you get into a routine, help you put on some muscle, and build motivation. So here we go. So the first thing that you wanna think about when you're trying to figure out why you're lacking motivation for training is because of your mindset, right? Your mindset, it dictates how you view training. Right? So for some people, cardio is like this thing that they just hate doing because they hate moving their body. But the way that I see cardio, so in my mind mentally, is that cardio helps me think better, cardio helps me move better, cardio helps me function better, cardio helps me live longer, right? So for me, I have to do cardio every single day. I have to run some type of way every single day. And how I train myself is I go on the treadmill, I do 15-minute intervals of 3 different types of speeds, and I stay on the treadmill for about an hour to 45 minutes every single day, usually, right? That is how I train myself to be disciplined with the act of running, right? And now that's one aspect. I also go to the gym 6 days a week. This week is gonna be 6 days a week. I hopefully will have nothing that's gonna stop me from waking up and doing it. But here's the thing. When you go to the gym, you have to remember that there's gonna be a lot of people in the gym at certain times. So for me, I go early in the morning. Why? Because I need to train during a time where I can enjoy peace and silence being in the gym without being bothered or enamored by anybody or wasting my time or having to feel like I have to rush my workout. So I go early in the morning. Figure out what time that you wanna train and train early into the morning. Once you're done praying to the Lord, praying for your salvation, repentance, doing your thing, whatever your walk with God is, the next thing you want to do is think about, okay, hydration and how am I getting my 2 movements in? On a great day for me, I will be done my first cardio session and my first strength training session before 9 a.m. in the morning, before my work starts, before I start studying or doing anything that I have to do. So that's the way that you win your health journey long term. It's dictating how you win in your mornings. But now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the reason why I have suddenly put on all this mass and why I've put on weight. I have 2 props here. So this is what's the brand? Okay, whatever. It's a dinner roll, right? You notice that right there? Gluten, right? And this is a no-name dark chocolate almond bar. Dairy product, processed product, processed product. These right here correlate to your diet. You don't realize this, but your diet is actually affecting how you feel and move and how you work out. You can't be at your most optimal state when you are eating like trash. And the problem is in the West, we over normalize grain products, dairy products, processed food products into our lifestyle. And then we wonder why do I feel so bad right now, right? It's because, my man, when you're done work and you have that sugar sweet tooth, you're eating the rice cakes, you're eating the hot dogs, you're eating the processed garbage, the cheeses, the breakfast cereals, all the stuff that you really think is not really a bad thing for you, but actually it's literally ruining your progress to becoming the healthiest version of yourself. I have friends of mine who are ectomorphs, like they're bread thin ectomorphs, they're super skinny, and they can afford to eat kind of bad, right? But if you're like a mesomorph, endomorph, kind of like where I'm coming from, you can't really afford that, right? So for you, you need to be eating whole foods. So the challenge for 2025 this year is going to be eating as much fruits and vegetables and meat as possible and eliminating everything else, right? These right here are going to affect how you feel in the morning, and eating these at night are killing your gains, killing your ability to function properly. Now, I could do ample studies on this, and I could talk to you about the metrics, but the circadian rhythm dictates that by the time that the sun goes down, your body literally is shutting down, getting ready to sleep. So if you're still digesting food late at night, your body's overworking, you're going to wake up in the morning sluggish, you're going to wake up tired, and this stuff does not process well in your body. As much as I love it, I literally bought this with my own money, right? I had a bunch of these this week, right? And then top this all off with this. You don't realize how many of these you'll eat. You'll finish a whole chocolate bar like I just did just now in an instant and not realize how fast that it goes. For 10 squares, you're looking at 22 grams of sugar, 210 calories, 3 grams of protein, a little bit of iron. Luckily, this is dark chocolate, right? I don't even want to look at the metrics on this because this I know is going to be bad. The one bun is 250 calories. Right? So, yeah, that's just looking at that was bad. But anyways, listen, guys, you're unmotivated. You're trying to get back into the gym. We're going to talk about the final thing. Periodization, having a structured game plan. Okay? Now, I could talk to you and, we can go into this whole, like, super analytic game plan for training. There's 3 types of training that I think that everyone should focus on in order for you to develop a frame and a body that is highly functional. You can handle yourself in most situations well, and you'll feel good with your shirt, with a tight shirt on, tight shirt off, you'll feel pretty good. Here's what those training modalities are, right? Some type of cardiovascular training, some type of weight resistance training, and then some type of calisthenic mobility training. I labeled calisthenics and mobility because my calisthenics and mobility routine has a lot of functional moves that I think are very important for day-to-day life, including single deadlift raises or single deadlifts with one leg, bird dogs, fire hydrants, toe touches, prone W's. I'm just looking up because I have a list here. Jump squats, threading through the needles, right? Then I have bodyweight Bulgarian split squats, lunges, side lunges, leg raises, knee tucks, right? Things like that, YWTLs, right? Heel touches, plank to shoulder pushes, 100 chin-ups, right? So these are functional movements. So for me, I might not be able to hit, my goal is always 3 to 4 workouts per day because I know that I need that not only to feel good, but to feel my best, right? The goal for you is you want to figure out how I can get at least some type of aerobic training and then resistance training into my day-to-day routine. And the way you do this is you have a game plan. You get an app, right? Some type of accountability app that's going to help you track your workouts, and you start to progressively overload your lifts, tracking how strong that you get. So when you go to the gym, okay, I'm going to do a push-pull leg split, super simple, right? Work on that. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, push-pull legs, and then you repeat it, push-pull legs again, 6 days. It could be an upper body, lower body split. Now you go in 4 days in the week in the gym. And what your goal is you want to progressively overload the lifts once you can do more than 12 to 15 reps on something, right? So if you're doing 45 pounds on each side for the bench press and you can do 12 and 15 already reps for 4 sets, you want to progressively overload, add a 5 or a 10 or whatever, and progressively overload, right? Incrementally for sure to start. But the main reason why I'm saying it, in a sense, to gamify progressive overload is because as you gamify the process, you start to put on more muscle, right? This long process and diligent process of continually progressively overloading is how you build more muscle. The more muscle you build, the more calories your body is burning in order to sustain that muscle mass, which helps in your process of leaning out and getting the physique that you want. It's a long haul process. This takes a long time. You have to be dedicated and disciplined. I'm going to go over on the specific intrinsic motivation you need to have for why you must train, because your why is going to be stronger. It has to be stronger than the times when you're not really at your best. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, this week, this past last month, I've been at my worst, right? So it's been a very slippery slope with my health and dieting, and that comes with the weather being terrible, not being, I'm an outdoorsy guy. I love being outdoors. So the fact that I can't be outdoors as much as possible, I have to constantly be traveling to get to where I need to get to get my gym, my training kind of blows. I'm not complaining at all, of course. There's no reason to complain. But moral of what I'm saying is you have to really have an intrinsic why for why you're moving. It can't just be, no, I have to do this because I'm losing weight. So Beanies, you gave me a really good question. You literally asked this question 3 minutes ago, my friend. And the reason why I'm making a video for you right away is because I resonate with where you're coming from. You're not alone. What I want to say is that you got to ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And it's probably going to come from, I'm sleeping in too much. I'm eating terrible food. I'm not even trying to go to the gym, right? I'm not trying to get up in the morning every single day. And I don't know what I'm doing. Those areas, right, are the core reasons for why you are not taking action with your training. And once you start to tackle those with, okay, I'm going to start with the game plan, right? And you could take my simple 3 workouts a day game plan, which is a little excessive for most people. I love fitness, so that's just part of my life, but doesn't have to be yours. And apply it. Maybe it's just, okay, I just want to do 100 push-ups every single day, right? Check out my 100 push-ups and 100 squats challenge, right? Where I do that in one sitting. Try that out for yourself, right? Or maybe it's, I just want to increase my step intake, right? So try doing 25,000 steps, right? Like I did, right? And I'm putting myself on the pedestal here, but it could be any challenge that you want to do. It could be an upper body, lower body split, like I said before. You could do the bro split, although I wouldn't recommend it. You could do a full body routine, right? Where you're going into the gym and you're doing every single body part twice. And the goal is you want to fall in love with the process of getting in shape, right? And I'm going to talk about more on that in the next video. Hopefully this video gives you an idea of a game plan, right? A game plan that you have to create in your head mentally. As I'm sharing with you my game plan, I hope that you see that there are days that even I'm not perfect, where I mess up. But what keeps me focused, what keeps me going back, is understanding that fitness is a discipline. It is a thing, it is an intangible, it is an activity, it is a virtue of character. It's a signaling of your discipline. It's an act of courage that you take every single day to discipline your mind and your body to create a certain type of result. Now, some of us don't have the best genetics. Some of us have very weird anatomical positionings, right? Very weird, whatever, right? It could be neck positions, could be just sizes of muscles, assertions, muscle assertions. But at the end of the day, the fact that you wake up and you say, you know what, I'm going to tackle my body and I'm going to try to elect hypertrophy to occur. I don't care how tall I am. I don't care what color my skin is. You have to applaud yourself for that, because that in itself is an act of courage. So I hope this video finds you well, dude. I hope whoever's watching this video finds their reason to work out. And I know how boring it could be, how awkward it could be, how you don't like the gym crowd. I know, gyms get really busy, these days. But for you to step up and say, you know what, I'm going to try to find my way to get fit in a world where it seems like it's impossible, where we're being marketed all of these bad foods and, we're tempted to just sit back on the couch and just watch videos all day. I commend you for trying to step up and say, you know what, I'm going to try and make something of myself. And maybe we might never make men's magazine's covers, right? But at the end of the day, if you're 30 and 40 and you can look and you could see your abs, right? And you could bench press and curl and body and squat and deadlift 2 times your body weight, and you could run a 17 on the beep test, my friend, you are winning in life. And you can jump and you can grab a rim, you could run, you could lunge with your body weight on your back. You could do pull-ups with 2 45 plates or a 45 plate. Dude, you're winning. And that's the goal. So for anyone that's struggling with fitness, this video is for you. It doesn't matter how bad it is in terms of your starting point, but what matters is how hard are you willing to cling to your journey as you finish it. And remember, right now, the person you're seeing in the mirror, right? This person, this block of you, right? Let's imagine this is you. It took you a long time to get here. It's going to take you a long time to get from here to like a polished, clean cut thing, right? So in order for you, I'm just using analogies, right? In order for you to get here, you're going to have to work on this. And this takes time, right? So take time to become polished. Take time to become refined and understand the process of that. It's not easy. It takes time. You're going to have to hate yourself a little bit. You're going to have to put yourself through grueling workouts, eating really clean, But along that process, you'll become that version of you that you've always wanted to become. And that version is worth every bit of the sacrifice. Be blessed. God bless you. Remember, we're not perfect. Nobody is. Only Jesus Christ was able to be perfect. And he lived a short life, right? So all glory to God. Keep going. Never give up. Even if you're struggling, find your why. And check my short out on this because I'm going to give a different look into intrinsic motivation. Be blessed.